So I designed this entire Tic Tac Toe game in just 5 minutes. And here's the crazy part. I was completely new to the software which I used for designing this. I spent about 10 minutes learning the basics, and right after that, I was already creating my first 3D print ready model. I originally started with a simple tissue box, but that just felt way too easy. So I pushed myself a little bit further and decided to design this Tic Tac Toe game instead. And in this video, I'll walk you through the entire process from designing the game in the software to sending it to the 3D printer and finally turning it into a real playable game. So let's jump right into step 1, which is designing the game. So let's start by launching Shaper 3D. Now, as you can see, I've already made this Tic Tac game here, and this was just to practice for this video. Now let's start a new one. So I'll click on this plus icon here to start a completely blank template. And of course, we're going to start with sketch. So let's go to sketch and you can select a plane, for example, this one. All right, now from this point to this, okay, we are starting a line. Of course, we don't want it. So I'll go to rectangle. And from this point to this, we're going to make a rectangle. Now the distance here, so this should be 140. So let's just click here and let's make it 140 mm. Not just that, this distance, this one is also 140. So let's change that as well. So 140. So that's 140 by 140. That's a perfect square. All right, we are not yet done. So now let's go to offset and add an offset here. So I'll just select this, 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 and this edge, and the offset distance will be minus 6 mm. So let's just make it minus. Okay, let me just zoom in a little bit, or you can just type the numbers if you want. So minus 6 mm and press enter. So offset is also done. Now it's time to add the features which are inside, and for that, of course, I'm going to use line command. By the way, you can also type L and other short keys to start these commands. So here is the first one, and press escape, add the second line. All right, press escape, then next, and again escape, and then next. Okay, so this part is done. Now I'll do the same for this side. So first press escape, there goes the second one. All right, then this and this. Okay, that's also done. Now I'll type D. Now I'll just select this edge and this edge here. And this distance is 5.5. So I'll just click here and I'll make it 5.5. I'll do the same for this and shift select this and just make it 5.5. You need to press and hold shift to select multiple objects here. Now do the same for this side. So press and then press and hold shift and then click here. Let's just make it 5.5. And I'm just clicking once. You don't need to double click here. So select, press and hold shift, click here, then click here once and type 5.5. Okay, so that is also done. Now I'll click here and then here. This is again shift click and this should be 39. All right, I'm going to click here and then shift click here and this should be 39 as well. And you don't need to do anything with this. This will be automatically 39 units. Okay, let's do it again for this side. So this to this, and that should be once again 39. From this to this, it should be 39. And we are done. Now a little bit of cleanup work is needed here. And for cleanup, of course, we need trim tool. So let's go to this sketch and select trim, or you can use the command T as shown here. So for this, I'm going to trim this, 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 and this. Let's trim more edges. So here, and all the inner edges are now gone. So with that, we are now ready to extrude this. So I'll press escape and escape again. And now let's just orbit this drawing a little here. And I'll click this area. This is the one which I just want to extrude. So before I do that, you know what? I think I should extrude these regions first. So press and hold shift and then select these multiple regions. All right. And let's just extrude it up. And the extruded distance here will be whatever you want. So in this case, I'll just extrude it to 4 unit. And then I'll select this area and extrude it up. Now, this should be 10. Actually, this should be 14 because we have already extruded it to 4 units. So let's just make it 14. All right, this is done. Now we need to add some fillets here. And to do that, I'll go to tools and we have the chamfer fillet tool here. You can also use the command F. Let's just select these edges here. And of course, in this case, because you have started with fillet, well, in this case, I've started with fillet, I don't need to press and hold my shift key. I can simply click on these edges and they will be selected. Oops, wrong selection. You can click again to deselect it. Now I'll rotate this and from this side as well. All right, I think I've selected every single edge that I should be selecting for this case. And with that, let's pull it out. And the radius in this case will be 3. Or if you want more radii, well, you can add that. Maybe I'll just add a radius of 5. That looks better. So 5 and press enter twice. And we are done. Now for the outer edge also, I'll add fillet. So this time I'm going to type F and the fillet command will activate. And now I'll select these edges. All right. And I think I should add 7 mm or maybe 9 mm or even 10 looks good. So it's totally fine if I add 9 or 10 mm here. I think I'll go with 10. Yes, 10. All right, there we are. Oops, I accidentally pressed escape key. So let's just quickly do it again. And this time I'll press enter key and not the escape key. Here we are. So the fillets are now added and we are pretty much done with this. That's all we need. All right, now let's save it. So I'll go to this one here, the name, and let's call it Tic Tac 1 because we already have something with this name. And this is called base and save. Okay, so this one is now saved. Let's create a new file. So file, new project, and now I'm going to make the lid. Once again, I'll go to sketch, maybe this plane, and I'll go to rectangle. All right, from here again another rectangle. Of course, press escape, select this, make it 140, then again select and make it 140 once again. So 140. There we are. Now there is one thing that you need to keep in mind. If you make it 140 units, it's not going to fit properly, and this is lid, it should fit. So we need to increase its size slightly, and to do that I'm going to make it 140.1. Just a small variation here will ensure that it fits properly. Okay, so that is done. Now what? Now we need to offset this. So let's go to offset and I'll select these edges and I'm going to offset it outside, and the wall thickness is 6 mm. Well, 6, we can even use 5 mm. 5 mm is also just fine. So 5 mm wall thickness for this lid. All right, I think we are done. So press escape and let's extrude this feature as well. So I'll just extrude this, and this height is 2 mm is just fine for this. So I'll just make it 2 mm, and then this side, this feature right here, oops, I'll just press escape and zoom into this area, and now I'll select this. Now this is where we need to be very careful, and this should be 16 because the total height is 14 for our previous base feature, and then we are adding 2 mm for this extruded length. So we need to ensure that this fits properly, and that will only happen with 14 unit length, or anything less than that will be better. So 14, and there we are, we're done. Also, we should add fillets here. So let's do that. F, and if you remember last time we used the fillet of radius 10 units. So maybe let's use the same fillet radii for these corners. All right, and what about the outer fillets? Okay, let's click done and let's try fillet again. So I'll type F and this edge, this one and this one, and let's try it. I think 13 mm looks good, or maybe I'll just make it 14. Yeah, 14, that's better. So for the outer edge, 14 mm really looks better. And I think we are done. Okay, there is a problem. These two pieces, they look like they are made with two separate units or two separate parts. So we just need to combine it. So you can combine these two bodies into one very easily. So that option is in tools, I guess. Yes, it is in tools. So let's go to union, select this body, and then select this outer body and click OK. And now it is combined into one single body. We no longer have that seam or that partition here. Okay, once again, let's rename it. So Tic Tac 1 dash lid. We are done. All right, for the next piece, well, I'll go to file and new project. And maybe let's start with the X shape. So I'll go to sketch and here's the plane. And I'll select rectangle here. And from here to here, I'll make the rectangle. Now, of course, you remember the size of slots, right? 39 by 39. So in this case, I'm going to use that dimension. So I'll press escape and I'll just make it slightly smaller. So I'll just make it 38. And this one also, I'll make sure this is 38. So that's exactly the size of one single slot of that game piece. Now I'll go to line and let's add a line, actually not from here, but from this corner to this and from this corner to this. And then we'll offset it. So let's just offset this, and this should be, I guess, -3. It looks good. All right, press enter and we will do the offset once again from this side to this, and that should be 3. Now let's repeat the process for this line as well. -3 and offset again. This time it's 3. Okay, there we are. Now we need to trim a few lines here. So let's go to trim and trim this. In fact, this one also. All right. Okay, I forgot to trim this one. So let's just quickly do that. And I'll delete this line. I'll delete this line. And now we can trim a couple of more lines like this, and this. And you know what? We can now delete these lines rather than trimming it. You can just select and delete it. Okay. Let's now merge this with line. Okay, we are done. Now it's time to convert it into 3D. So let's select this feature, add a height. Now the height is 10 mm for the slot. So we'll make it somewhere close, like 8 mm is just fine. So 8 and we are done. And we need to add a few fillets here. So let's go to tool, fillet, and here I'll add the fillet on all of these corners. And the radius will be 3 mm. Now the reason is I know that this offset distance is 6, so I'll just make sure it's a perfect circle here. So that's 3. Okay, with 3 it doesn't look like it is perfect circle. I guess that was 4. There we are. With 4 it looks even better. And now it's time to actually check what's the offset distance. So from this, I'll press and hold shift, I'll click here and let me just measure it. Okay, this seems like it's 6 mm. So yes, what we are doing here is perfectly fine. But now once again I'll go to tool, fillet, and here and here. Okay, let's see. So with 4, okay, we'll barely make it. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just make it at 4. And I'll do the same for all the remaining edges. All right, we are done. I think we should add fillet on these corners as well. It will make it look even better. So let's make it 6. Perfect. All right, and we have this piece ready. Let's give it a name. So I'll call it Tic Tac 1-X. And finally, file, new project, sketch. Here is the plane. I'll select circle, and there we are. Now I'll make 2 concentric circles, and 39 was the dia of that circle, so I'll just take complete reference from there, and it should be 38, slightly smaller. And this one, well, how big it should be. So let's make it 24. There we are. So this is essentially 7 unit here. If you want to make it thin, you can just make it maybe 26 if you want, but I think it's fine with this distance, so I'll just leave it as it is. All right, now let's press escape and let's extrude this, and this feature should be extruded to a distance of, well, 8 unit once again. There we are, and finally done. So let's just give it a new name. So Tic Tac 1-Circle, and we are done. And with that, all the 4 parts are now done. Now, to convert it into a real object, we need to send this to our 3D printer. In this case, all you need to do is just export it in OBJ or STL format, and that you can do using this file option. So file, export to, and here are so many options to export it from. So you can just export it to any of these formats. Of course, we have OBJ, we have 3MF, and of course STL. Maybe I'll just select 3MF, which is a better format. I'll go to downloads here and Tic Tac circle and save. And it's saved. Now in a similar way, you can save all the remaining files and then we'll import it in our 3D printer. Alright, so let's start with this first part. I've got all the 4 here. I'll start with this X and I'm going to open it in Bamboo Studio. Of course, you can use any other slicer software if you are using like Orca Slicer or maybe even Cura. It's totally fine. Alright, and here is the piece. Now I'm going to print it in red color. I've already got red loaded up on my printer, and we just need to print 4 pieces each of this X and the circle. So I'll just make 3 more copies. So I'll right click here, click on clone. Let's just make 3 more copies. Alright, so we have 4 of these. And for the print settings, I'm not going to change anything because it seems like whatever settings are set here are really good. So 0.2 layer height is fine. Maybe infill density, I'll leave it at 15. It won't make any difference if I change it to 5%, even though we can if you want. Supports, they are not needed in this case, so I'll leave it that as well. And I think with that setting, let's click on slice. It's going to take about half an hour. And 11 gram of PLA. By the way, this is PLA which I'm using for this, and now I'll send it to my printer and we are done. If you want, you can check the progress of print just by clicking the play button here, but of course this will be available after some time. So let's now go to 3D printer and see the progress. And here is our very first piece fresh off the printer. I printed the X pieces in red, so they really stand out against the black main body, and I used just 5% infill since this isn't a structural part, and that worked perfectly fine. For the lid, I used black PLA as well, but I made a small tweak to the design. I'll show you that in a moment. And finally, I printed the white O pieces. They came out almost perfect, straight from the printer, but I did a bit of post processing. I cleaned up the edges of the lid because I used brim for better adhesion, and they usually leave these kind of edges. And there was some stringing issue on the white pieces, which I quickly fixed using heat gun. And here is the final Tic Tac Toe game. I made a few adjustments though. Well, first let me just talk about the color. So black PLA, I use this for the top plate and this bottom plate, and then these pieces are in red and white. Well, it seemed like better choices. All of these things are made with PLA, of course. And I did a change, and that change was this. Initially, when I designed it in Shaper 3D, this lid was actually 14 mm, if you remember that, right? It was 14 mm, but then I made it a little shorter. As you can see, it fits really very nice, quite perfectly, but then if I would have made it of 14 unit length, it will just end right here, which is of course not a really good thing, and then pulling it off would be a nightmare. So I just made sure that there is some room which I can now use to kind of pull it apart like this. So this, and it opens quite perfectly. So there we have the pieces. And that's how simple it is to use Shaper 3D to turn ideas into a real object. You can try Shaper 3D yourself with a free 14-day trial. Just check the link in the description. Even after the trial is over, it's extremely affordable with both monthly and annual subscriptions. So give it a try, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next video.